For the next several weeks, we will be blessed by having several members of our congregation coming and sharing with us in a community voice. And so today I would like to invite Cindy McCormick to come up and share with you. Cindy, you can come up here so then you're mic'd and they can hear you.
Make me more nervous.
Yes. Sorry.
Okay. Well, I've grown a lot since I've become a member in this church, and Lisa asked me to come up and do this, so this is way out of my comfort zone, so I hope that you'll be kind and patient, as I know you will, as I stumble through my little story. I first became a member of this church, and I was with your interim minister, Ann. I was lucky enough to hear Mike's last Christmas Eve service with my parents that have come from Canada for the holidays. I remember we sat behind the Bailey family, and my mom and Mrs. Bailey were chatting on how many rows they needed. Me coming from a large family of 5, our family was very similar to the Bailey family. Mom smiled at the grandchildren. I was thinking she was thinking of hers back in Canada. For the record, when my whole family attends our church back home, we take up 6 rows. You were also very kind and friendly as we met out on the patio. In the car on the way home, my dad said to me, "I think this is where you need to hang your membership." Now, being a good kid and remembering honor your father and mother so that your days will be long upon the earth, I came the next Sunday and filled out the form for the new membership class. I showed up for class and I was the only one there. Growing up as a Presbyterian, I had a good understanding of what membership was and what needed to be done, as my dad was superintendent of the Sunday school that I grew up in for 26 years. I had let Ann know that I was new to the neighborhood and I was going through some personal problems of my own. At the time, I had joined one of the groups, like the children's, at the time Ann stated that I should maybe join one of the groups like the children's ministry or fellowship. I was working hard with my job that takes me away most weekends, but my heart seemed to be leading me, saying you need to give an hour a week for someone else and yourself. So the next week I came and I signed up for almost everything on the list. Little behold, I wasn't sure which group would accept me, and when I found out that I was on all the memberships, I learned how hard the work was, but fun. My first experience was preparing for the Oktoberfest at the Coy's home. Cooking and chopping and preparing, I found out that Craig was a dentist like my dad. Seeing that our world was so small, I was thinking at the time. Then the children's ministry needed help with Sunday school, so I was here every week helping plan crafts and helping with stories. Teaching the kids was a real marvel, and watching them learn the journey about Jesus. I remember one of the kids saying, "He died? When did he die?" So I said, "That'll be next week. Come back next week." So the marvels of teaching and being with them has been wonderful. Let's see, where was I? I also helped filling bags at the food bank and feeding the homeless. This journey with all these ministries have given me great new friendships, which I would have never had, a new family that cares on how you're doing, the respect I have for being able to help one another any way I can, the appreciation that I have for the church, the new growth I have gained in my own faith, as being part of the church family, which now has made me part of this wonderful community. When you grow up in a small town and your dad's the only dentist and you attend the girls' Catholic school, where the nuns came to your father to get their teeth fixed, not much happens in the community without everybody knowing it, good or bad. I'll leave that for you to figure out. But if someone needed help, we were all there to keep each other safe. I have lived in California for 20 years, and now it was not until I attended this church back in 2008 that I felt I was part of a small town in a big city. We have a great gift here in our church I call home. Don't be afraid to share and serve this church family. There are more people out there like me and you that need and want the feeling of a close family with a small town feeling in the big city. Thank you for everyone for welcoming me.